Yo, YouTube, what's crackalackajackasmacin? It's Waffleman with a video. And here we go again. Same old shit, just a brand new day. Here we go again. You know the rules of the game when we play how we play. Now, this man Agent 00 came out with a video, and it's reaching mass audiences because he has over 200,000 subscribers. This man wants a buff on the post scorers. Now, in my opinion, I have a 7-foot post scorer. And by the way, this guy made a 6'6" post scorer. So even though it's a post scorer, small forward, 6'6", I mean, it's just not gonna work out. You're slow, you're short, you won't be able to post fade over people. You're not gonna really getting those rebounds compared to other big men. And really, honestly, who are you guarding? You're slower than the guards, and you're shorter than big men. So you really are not really guarding any position. To be honest, you're not going to be good at defending many positions. So that build was an experimental build, but I feel like that build shouldn't have been made a case for his video. He should at least try to make a 7-foot post scorer, or at least hop on somebody's account and try a post scorer that's actually a legit big man. Now, in this video, he made a couple of points. I understand. One of the points he made, that the post scorers don't have any post fade badges. That is a fact, 2K. That's one of the problems. I mean, the shot creator, they got difficult shots. Sharpshooters, they got catch and shoot, long range deadeye, mid range deadeye, and even slashers, they got posterizer, relentless finisher, and then playmakers. Well, playmakers, they're playmaking. So even though playmakers don't have any shooting badges, they have playmaking badges. They got ankle breaker, stuff like that. But the post scorers, they don't have any post fade badges, which I think is necessary. Fade A should make a return back to 2K, but honestly, I don't really mind the post score badges, man. I mean, you got brick wall, which I like because you set them hard screens, and you already got strength. I think bruiser, like I said, is an important badge because you're going to be backing down players, draining their energy. Of course, dreamlike up and under is a big badge if you know how to do the up and unders in this game. And then you got drop stepper, which is also a good badge. So yeah, those are the badges right there. So I don't mind them. Like I said, 2K needs to add a fade ace badge to the post scores again. But his other points, right? Let's talk about the drop step, man. I mean, listen, you could drop step on a lot of people, but they have to be literally almost the same size as you or smaller than you. I mean, the post score can drop step on almost everybody. But remember what I said about the lockdown defenders? Don't try it, bro. Don't even try it. Post scorers, chill against lockdown defenders. But if you're like my lockdown defender, for instance, I could drop step on a lot of smaller guys because I got, first of all, I got the strength, I got the drop stepper badge, and I actually upgraded a few of my post scoring attributes on my lockdown defenders. So yeah, some archetypes can drop step. But listen, people are not going to try that because it's not really that efficient. If you try that against smaller people, of course, it might work a lot more often. But let's say you're in the paint, right? First of all, if you're in the paint, usually there might be a big man roaming the area. You're not going to get that shot every time. And even if you do, you're not going to make it every time because some of the time it's going to be contact. So some of the games he was playing, yes, that was working. But find a good team, find a good player, that's not going to work against, man. And let's talk about the faster releases, man. I don't really mind about the releases, man. Listen, if you find a good release and it works for you, it works, man. That shit will go in. The post fades, the post hooks. Listen, I understand. When you go farther from out the rim or the rim, the freaking post fade bar actually decreases the farther you are away from the rim. Which in essence, it kind of makes sense. If you're farther away from the rim, it's going to be a lot harder to hit a post fade. I mean, come on, we're supposed to be big men. We're not going to be post fading from 3-point and shit like that. That's kind of unrealistic. But when he's talking about adding the 3-point shot to the post scorer, I want you guys to take a look at my post scoring attributes on the screen right now. And I'm going to try to pull it up on my screen for me. But this is very interesting, right? Look at all my attributes right now. I'm a superstar 2. you know, Superstar 1 you get 3 player attribute upgrades. Superstar 3 I will get actually no, Superstar 1 or I think you get 2 or 3. Alright. But Superstar 3 you get 3. So right now you see everything is maxed. I can no longer get no other upgrades. My mid-range is maxed. My layups and dunks is matched, which is a big deal, by the way, because you know you're strong, you're big. You're gonna be making a quite bunch of these. My post scoring is obviously matched. Agility is not maxed. Strength is maxed. Rebounding is maxed, and defense is missing 2 bars. So this is what I'm always talking about. The shot creator is the only archetype that only has one of these categories completely maxed all the way, which means they're more well balanced. That's why you can see shot creators with more strength, bodying people, shot creators that can rebound better, because they don't have all their attributes on 2 categories, which is a big deal. So you see right here, I'm actually missing categories in agility and defending, 2 pivotal categories. And look, even if I make it to Superstar 3, I'm going to get these 3 player upgrades, and I have to put it on agility and defending. That's the only categories. I mean, listen, all these categories right here, even if I put them on, it's not even going to make a big difference. So I got to put it on agility and defending. And then when you take a 3-point, take up my 3-point shooting, for an average 7-foot post scorer with freaking average wingspan, his max 3-pointer is only going to go to about a 55. So if you add max wingspan, which I say big men should always have max wingspan. I took an L on this character, but he's still nice. If you add max wingspan, his 3 points are going to be even lower. I understand some people want to shoot threes, but listen, 3-point shooting is not the end all be all, man. Just because you can't shoot threes doesn't mean you're not effective on the court. You don't gotta shoot threes to win, bro. And if you put threes on your post scorer, you're gonna be missing a category, man. Mid-range is honestly more important, because if you set the picks, you set that brick wall, you get open for the mid-range game, that shit is money. If you +5 to my mid-range, which is a 79, it's an 84. If you got pick and popper, if you got mid-range Jedi on your post scorer, that shit is gonna go in, man. That shit is gonna be green, especially if you got hot spots. And that's the main important thing about these post fades. You gotta make sure you get them hot spots in my career, man. It might be a little bit tricky with the post score, but the hot spots are very, very important, man. And listen, honestly, if you're a post scorer, you need to max your post scoring, and you need to max your strength, man, because you're backing down. You're backing down when you're post scoring. I mean, that's why you got strength, to back down on people. If you're gonna be backing down against glass cleaners or freaking even paint protectors who want to try to back down on paint protectors, you need that strength, man. And the more strength, honestly, is the better. It's the better. You want to have that advantage. You want to +5 to this and get a 99 strength. It makes a difference, especially on screens, which help your teammates, man. Like I said, big men, do all the dirty work, man. Grab those rebounds. It's going to help you box out better, man. Strength is a big deal. It's going to help you finish in the paint. I mean, you got a freaking 88 standing layup +5. It's a 93 standing layup, man. These are big categories, big stats right here that matter. And especially if you got relentless finisher, and my post score got posterizer. Whoo, watch out, man. I mean, this is pivotal, man. But in my opinion, post scorers don't need a buff, man. Every time I see a post scorer on the park, listen, I always bring the double team, because that shit is dangerous, bro. Especially if you don't got a big man guarding them. It's very difficult to stop some of those post scores, man. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section, man. I mean, if any archetype needs a boost, I mean, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section, man. But anyways, I'm out for now. Leave a like for more. Peace.